Hi everyone, welcome to Lightly with Oma. If you're new here, my name is Omanas, shortly known by Oma. So guys, today I am back here with you to show you how to make an amazing, beautiful, mouth-watering and easy dessert. This is baklava. We also call it basta. So it is such an easy recipe to follow step by step. Just follow my lead and you cannot go wrong. So anyways, before we start, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also hit that notification button. Don't forget to also comment below if you've got any suggestions, whatever. Just comment below down there. Right, let's get started. Follow me while we get started on our beautiful dessert. So what we're going to do first is our syrup. So what you need for your syrup is 6 cups of water, pretty much there, 6 cups of water. You need 3 cups of sugar, same cup I'm using. Alright, 3 cups of sugar. Next thing that you need is vanilla extract, vanilla essence, or vanilla sugar. Now, I've used vanilla essence, I've used vanilla sugar as well. Vanilla extract is the best. So I'm just using the vanilla extract cover there. So as you can see, it's quite concentrated, so I'm gonna put 2 cups. Oh, drop some. Oh well. Drop some. So I'm putting about two of these basically. All right, as you can see, it's not that big, so it is quite concentrated, and that's why I'm putting just 2 of those. So this is my syrup basically in the making. Yep, it does not look like syrup yet, but it will get there. You need to let it cook until it reduces. Once it's ready, it would be like syrup consistency, if most of you know what syrup consistency is. Anyway, I'm gonna show you once it's about done. Now, I can't give you a time frame because it takes time, honestly, and that's why we do it like a first step. So it could take anywhere up to an hour. It depends on how much of a heat it's in. That's how much of a heat mine is. So it's gonna be, oh, it's bubbling along. Probably you guys can see it there. So it's gonna be done maybe half an hour-ish. By the time anyway that I've done all the other steps, this should be all ready. So all I have to do is just pour it. But yeah, I'll come back to it and show you guys how it looks, right? All right, let's continue to the next step. This is the next step. Basically what you need to do is try and blend it so you get a powder-like consistent. Now remember the pistachios that I just showed you guys earlier? You have to de-shell them so they become like this. Now, there's not many shops you can actually get de-shelled pistachios. I went to Aldi and I was actually surprised I found them. They are very, like, it was a very small amount. Oh, still got some shell in there. It's a very small amount, but I did find them. If you want to get a lot, obviously, depending on how many people you're making the baklava for, you might need a lot of these. So it's best that you get the de-shell, the ones with the shell, well, roasted obviously, and then de-shell them at home. They take a bit of time, a bit of a process. But yeah, tip, de-shell them a night before, so that way it's ready when you are about to, or when you are about to make your baklava. So anyways, what I do is this normally, just because as you can see the coatings, most of them do come off. If you don't have time, that's totally fine. It's just the coating. It's not a problem, but I personally don't like it, and I'll show you why. You see, there's lots of coatings in there. And also color wise, if you want it purely green, then you have to get all that brownish, purplish, whatever the color is coatings off. So once I put all of them in the blender, I blend it. Try not to blend it too much, just because it can start oiling up, and instead of becoming a powder, believe me, it happened to me once, it becomes more like a paste. I mean, in a way it's great, but technically you can't really use it because you need to be able to sprinkle it on top of your pastry. But if it becomes a paste, you will have to spread it, and I don't know how that's gonna go. A while ago, back when mine became a paste, I didn't really use it because honestly it just consumes time, and also it might actually break off all the pastry. So the reason why I'm shaking it is so basically the top butter, the top part could all kind of blend in, because once it starts to blend, it forms quite heavy on the bottom here, and the top part kind of misses out, and that's where the bottom part becomes more like a paste if you don't gradually shake it. So anyway, I'm gonna take it apart and then flip it so that bottom part is all kind of mixed, and then yeah, blend it again. Yeah, so this is what I mean basically. I've just took it apart, shook it, and as you can see, they are all mixed. You see though, hiding. Yeah, so I'm gonna plug it in again and try and give it a good blend. Okay y'all, so this is how it turns out. Now be very careful with it when you're blending it, because as you can see, it almost started turning out like a paste. See? So it is all done. I normally try not to do it too finely, so it's a bit crunchier. Just try and go through it just to make sure there's no big bulbs anywhere. It's very green. Let me show you here. The color of the plate doesn't really help. Let's concentrate. So it's very green in color. It's really good. You can probably see it better now. It's really green, but if you try to take all the other coating that I was just telling you earlier, it'll be much more greener. So anyway, this is all done for the second step. Now let's move on to the next step. Hi guys, so for the third step, what you need is the butter melted. So you need to have, or you should get, unsalted butter. I always like this brand, Western Star. It's really good. Now I got 500 gram right there. I'm not gonna use all of it, so I am gonna cut half, melt it. Now the reason why I'm not gonna use all of it is because I'm only gonna be making just one of these. Normally when I make for lots of people, 5 people or more, I use 2 of the pastry sheets or filo pastry, 2, 3, 4 depending. If I'm making about 2 or 3, I get 500 grams of butter, and sometimes I do get more just because it runs out quite quick. Now I always mix my butter with ghee because it gives it such a good flavor. Unfortunately, I ran out of ghee. I've done it countless times without ghee as well, so it also works quite well. I've already used a chunk of butter, as you can see. So anyway, like I said, I'm not going to use all of it. I'm going to melt my butter, and then the next part would be the filo pastry. I made baklava last time with a different brand of filo pastry. So I've got it from, what was it? Not Aldi, Woolworths. I got it from Woolworths. I personally didn't like it. But this one is from Coles. I've always got my filo pastry from Coles. The time I made it from Woolworths is because I ran out of time, so it was the closest shop to go to. I personally didn't really like it. I prefer this one. But yeah, anyway, it's your preference as long as you get filo pastry there. It all works. So yeah, let's go and melt our butter. Okay, so here I've got my filo pastry, which I've, oh, that is the butter. Oh my god, oh, gave me a chill. So the butter's all done. Anyway, so here is our filo pastry, which I have just got it out of the pack. I've got my tray. I've also got my pistachio mix. See those? Looks so green. Smells so divine. My brush and my oven tray. Okay, so let's place those. I don't need the scissors anymore. I might just put it aside. Alright, let's put it there. Oh my god. Ooh, the butter flew everywhere. Alright, so I've got my melted butter. Let me show you guys real close. It's quite hot. Oh my god, my hand is all buttery. But I'll show you guys anyway. So there we go. I am going to be facing the camera quite down for you guys to see. There we go. I've got my tray, my magic. Okay, so just to show you guys, I'll bring this one here as well. So what I'll be doing is one sheet. Oh my god, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. So I take 2 layers, just like that, and place them in the tray there. Yeah, you get your magic and your butter. What you need to do is just gently brush over it. Try and get a square rectangular tray, because this one is a bit awkward. I do have a rectangle. Oh my god, that word is so impossible. I do have a rectangular tray. I thought it might fit quite well in this, but nah. This is an oval tray that I got. Oh well. So you see how I've done it? Brushed it with butter all over. So what you need to do is, you've got your pistachios. All you have to do is spray over it, making sure that it's covered in all the layers. Now if you want to use the bench instead of tray, go ahead as well, just clean it quite well. I've cleaned my bench quite well, but again, not a big fan. So anyway, that's good like that. Looking quite good. Take another 2 pieces, so you've got 1 sheet, 2 sheets, go over it, so basically cover it. Now this is where everything becomes fragile, so try and support it so it's not coming apart for you. Give it a gentle brush again. Gentle brush. If it tries to slip back, just reinforce it basically. Gentle brush. Alright, in the other section. There we go. Alright, gently brushed with butter. Now, what you need to do is, oh my god, I was about to fold it. Spray it again, spray it with the pistachio powder or sprinkle it. Okay, ready? It's all sprinkled, you see that? Now try and fold it quite firmly while gently pressing it under. See how I'm folding it? Sorry, I'm going too quick. My apologies. Slowly fold it while reinforcing it. Slowly. There we go. Fold and reinforce. Fold and reinforce. See how that is? Gently brush it with the butter again. Just like that. See that? Very nice. Now you've got your tray. Place it like a sausage roll on the side. Don't worry about cutting, we'll cut it after. Same process, guys. Let's start from beginning again. 2 sheets. Spray it with butter or brush it with butter. You can brush it with butter from sheet to sheet. It does consume time. If you want to do it quicker, it's the same thing anyway. If you want to make it quicker and reduce more time, just layer of 2, brush it quite quickly. You've got your powder, spray it, sprinkle it. I should stop saying spray it. Sprinkle it, there we go. All done again. Take another 2 layers. Now, sometimes it can get dry depending on how quick you go or how slow you go. If you are going too quick, it's totally fine just to leave it open as it is. If you're a bit slow or it's your first time, it's gonna drag you, but I suggest you every layer you take, just cover it back so that way it still stays quite moist. Alright, so here we go. Another. Same thing y'all. Now the butter does finish quite quick, so if you're making it for a lot of people, I suggest you have 2 tubs of 500 milligrams, I should say, 500 milligrams of butter, melted all, and just have it aside. I've just used half of 500. I'm gonna melt another one shortly because it's not enough. Alright, there we go, another. Same thing, fold it, fold it, fold it. Keep folding all the way while reinforcing. There we go. It's like a shish kebab, right? It's pretty good. Alright, so what you need to do is finish the rest of it. Same process until it's all done. Okay, so that's all ready, as you all can see it. Now, feel free to go over it again with the butter. Brush it. A lot of calories, guys. Alright, so you can cut it however you like it, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. You can cut it like triangles. Just go like that. So I'll show you in a second. I've just got a big, easy to hold. Now, let's go there. That's there, or you can cut it just rectangular or cubes or however you want to call it. In that case, you just go all the way to 3s there, which is also quite big. But you don't want it too big because you want all that syrup to soak in as well. Alright, so that's all cut. Let me show you. Alright, so have a look. You've got cubes or rectangulars or whatever you call it. Anyways, so now what I'm gonna do is place it in the oven. Now I've preheated the oven. Should be quite nice and hot. There we go. I put it up to 200 and right there. So it's in the oven. Give it about half an hour or so. Once it's ready, you will know. So that's there. All right, so let's check on this syrup. You see how that's bubbling like that? And you see the foam at the top? That's pretty much ready. We'll give it another 10 minutes and it should be all ready.